Are you serious, guys? Are you serious? Welcome to the Coming Apocalypse. I'm Pastor Paul Begley. We have information breaking live. Matter of fact, I just got some insider information that I shared at Patreon. Critical from two different insiders. One from one of my normal insiders, and the other one was a phone call I got last night about what was taking place at the White House. Now, you'll have to go to the Patreon to listen or watch the video. It's at Patreon right now, okay? So check it out. If you're not a member of Patreon, it's real easy. Guys, let me put a shout out real fast before I get into this report. Very disturbing. It's happening as we speak, or just happened and is happening, I'll tell you. First, let me put a shout out, if I could, for www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com. If you're over 40 and you're planning to retire someday, the window to protect what you've built may be smaller than you realize. Here's a question most people never ask. Is your portfolio built for what's coming next? Many investors in their 40s and 50s discovered they have little to no exposure to precious metals. That means their savings are largely tied up in the markets, the policies, the paper assets, with very little protection if conditions change, and they are changing. As retirement moves from someday to on the horizon, protecting what you've already built becomes just as important as growing it. That's where Noble Gold comes in. They're helping investors reduce their risk by adding physical gold to their portfolios. That's right, gold, a biblical currency. Right now may be the smart time to talk to Noble Gold. I highly recommend it. Go to the link below the video. Go to www.pastorpaulgold.com or call them on the phone at 877-646-5347. Why? There'll be no pressure. There'll be no sales gimmicks. Just clear answers and a strategy built around your goals. I highly recommend it, guys. And if you qualify, and you probably do, they're giving away this 3-ounce silver coin. Are you serious? 3-ounce silver coin. Amazing. Free for those who set up a gold or silver IRA or 401k or qualify, and you probably do. Check it out now, okay? You will be glad that you did. Now, here's what's going on. I have reports that hundreds of people are being shot in the eyes. Hundreds of gunshot eye injuries have been found in one Iranian hospital amid brutal attacks and crackdowns on the protesters. Doctors in Iran are telling of overwhelming medical staff as the violent crackdown intensifies. This is why things were happening last night at the White House. And I can't say no more. You'll have to watch that on that Patreon video. But here's what I can tell you. The ophthalmologist in Iran has documented that more than 400 eye injuries from gunshots in a single hospital, one hospital, overwhelming the medical staff, struggling to cope with the toll of increasingly violent crackdown on the nationwide protests by Iranian authorities. 3 different doctors, in messages forwarded on to the media yesterday, described overwhelming hospitals and emergency wings overflowing with protesters who had been shot in the eyes. Medical staff said the gunshot wounds are mostly concentrated on protesters' eyes and their heads, a tactic that rights groups say authorities used against protesters back in 2022 when the Women and Life Freedom protests were going on. Security forces are deliberately shooting people in the eyes and in the head. They want to damage their head. They want to scar them in the face, their eyes, so they can no longer see. The same thing they did 3 years ago, according to one of the doctors in Iran. The doctor added that many of the patients have had their eyes removed and are blinded. Iranian demonstrators, which started this demonstration, was started back on December 28th over this the fact that the currency crashed and the crackdown and the frustration of the oppression. They started rioting. They started protesting. They started burning their burqas in the streets. Tens of thousands of protesters have been taken to the streets, literally across hundreds of thousands, really, across the entire country every night since December 28th, chanting slogans like "Death to the dictator," the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. And they are tired of the Sharia law. Since Thursday night last week, the internet has been shut off. The cell phone towers have been shut off. And a lot of the cities have had major blackouts through the night. The Iranian people are completely tired. They've been shut off from the rest of the world. Now, there are CIA agents, there are Mossad, there are certain individuals who have special Starlink communication and are able to get video smuggled out of the country. But we have other reports of warfare, technology warfare going on as it relates to even that. Now, the media, today, just this morning, the White House is saying at least 2,500 people have been killed. I reported yesterday in a video I did for my folks that, according to the Jerusalem Post, that 12,000 were dead. This morning, one of my government insiders said it's probably somewhere between 12,000 and 20,000. We have reports that as many as 16,700 people have been arrested, and some of them are scheduled for hanging and executions, not counting the people that are just being murdered down inside the detention centers and down in the dungeons. They're being tortured, and they're being mutilated, and they're being, it's just beyond comprehension. The doctors in Iran have said that they suspect the death toll will be shocking. It's way more than what the media is reporting, and said this is just a fraction of the number of the dead in this country. They say that it is absolutely off the charts. The bodies are piling up in the hospitals and overflowing in the morgues, and now they're laying the bodies down the streets, wrapped in bags or cloth. It is an absolute nightmare what's going on, and the people are not going home. The people are not giving up. They are begging for Trump. They're literally chanting, "Please come help us, Donald Trump." The Christians are being systematically targeted, as I have reports that Iranian authorities are going into churches and are massacring people gathered in churches. People are being murdered in different locations. They are being targeted, and there's even killing going on now among the regime, among the government officials of the regime. They're now killing each other, suspecting each other, and killing one another. It's unbelievable. They're chanting. There's plainclothes killers out there chanting, "Long live the king." And they've infiltrated the people, and then they started shooting protesters point blank behind their heads with guns. Then they run away. We don't know who they are. And as we're picking up the dead bodies. So what the Revolutionary Guard is doing now, they're going in as plain clothes. They're mixing among the people, and then they'll walk up and shoot somebody in the back of the head and then take off running. And then they'll go somewhere else and do it again. And this is going on everywhere. So this is incredible, unbelievable insanity taking place right now in Iran. And the information I have is that it is an absolute brutal They're shooting out their eyes. They're also shooting them with paint guns, shooting them with a paint gun. And then that way they can go in and find the people who have been hit with paint, and they can identify them as a protester and then drag them out of their houses. That's going on as well. So, guys, you have to understand. Now, here's another report I received on the systematic intimidation. Human rights groups and medical professionals are saying there's several reasons that the tactic of shooting out people's eyes in Iran is going on. One, security forces are mutilating the injuries to the face to terrorize the population, to instill fear in the protesters. Targeting their eyes causes permanent disability and serves as a form of physical and mental torture intended to crush the will of the people. The permanent also is branding. Blindness or facial scarring serves as a lifelong physical mark that identifies individuals as dissidents. The United Nations Independent Fact-Finding Mission noted this branding effect has a deterrent and a chilling impact on the public. Also, gender-specific targeting is happening. Multiple reports indicate that women are disproportionately being targeted in the face, shooting them in the eyes, and some rights groups suggest this is a pre-planned effort to specifically punish the women for participating in the anti-regime movements. Also, alternative to killing. By targeting and shooting people in the eyes, this allows the regime to cause severe life-altering damage, creates a chilling effect of fear, and living proof of its crackdown without necessarily adding to the official death toll in the same way as immediate lethal shots would do to the chest. Also, identification for arrest. Security forces use paintball guns, as I said, to mark the protesters' faces, making them easily identifiable for later tracking and arresting them. Okay? And then as of today, the medical staff just in the capital of Iran is reporting that the ocular trauma cases, including ruptured eye globes and severed optic nerves in hospitals, are over 500 people have been referred to for eye injuries in the last recent nights. Security forces have also been reported raiding the hospitals and arresting the injured and dragging them out even before they have their treatment. This is what's happening, folks, in a massive insanity. Now, President Trump is being briefed, and there are meetings in situations that I can't say no more taking place, that I got that phone call I got last night from individuals that were actually very close to the situation. And there is no doubt, and you'll have to go to my Patreon channel and listen and watch the Patreon video I just posted. And that video is called, and I'm going to pull it up right now. Give me just a moment here. What did I call this video? People are, okay, breaking insider info on Iran, okay? Insider info on Iran. That's what the video looks like. You can go there right now and watch it. People already are. They're leaving comments, and I want to hear what your thoughts, okay? If you're a paid subscriber of the Patreon channel, you can go right now and watch this video. I did it live. I went live. I'm going live more on Patreon, but it's now archived on the Patreon. Just posted it. Go there now. Also, if you want to become a member of the Patreon channel, it's real easy. You just go there and go to Paul Begley Patreon and sign up, okay, right away, okay? Do that right away. Also, guys, the webinar is coming. We're 9 days away from The Beast Cometh. That's the name of the webinar, The Beast Cometh, and it really is. I interviewed Agent X on Monday for the webinar. It is a phenomenal, incredible review. He's a 32-year veteran of the NSA, retired, who's now a Christian, who's now coming forward with inside information and incredible information on the Beast Cometh and the surveillance society system that's being built. He breaks it down for you, how they are going to manage the populace. This is what the Beast is setting up right now. Fast, coming fast. They want to get it done by the end of 2028. The goal is to get this, I guess, this one world government going by 2030. I think that's what they're trying to do. Certainly, that's what this technology is capable of doing. And you'll need to hear what Agent X has to say about that. I also yesterday interviewed Stan Deyo, former FBI agent, and very, very, he was involved in the development of the original system that it created, the debit card system. But in this interview I just did with him, he tells how he was taken to Australia and shown alien craft and anti-gravity technology, which he is now re-engineering. I ain't going to say no more. You'll need to go and hear this interview. He talks about a whole lot of stuff. He shows you stuff that will blow your mind in this webinar. I'm telling you, disclosure is part of The Beast Cometh, okay? There's a lot of parts, pieces and parts of the building of the New World Order. And the speakers that we have are certainly revealing it, and they're getting bolder and bolder each time we do a webinar. Also, Mike from the World is going to blow our minds. He told me, he said, with stuff that you've never heard before. He can't even speak it anywhere. He will speak it on this webinar. Also, John, the AI guy, who is already, still working. He's a consultant for Elon Musk and others. He's going to reveal things that he'll probably even show examples of it that's just mind-altering. And then there's Daniel Lemire. Daniel Lemire, of course, one of the originals, creators of the blockchain cryptocurrency system. He's one of the originals. He started several startup companies. He sold lots of them. He's made hundreds of millions of dollars. He's now a born-again Christian. He knows how the system works. He still owns even 2 or 3 companies that I think he owns BitShare, and I know he owns part owner of EOS and some others. So, I mean, the guy is he's brilliant, but now he's saved, and he's now studying prophecy. He's going to reveal some of his thoughts about what's happening as we talk about the Beast Cometh. And then there's Guy Morris, who has studied prophecy in what he calls analytical, using an analytical approach to prophecies that have been completed, that are in process, and are about to come. It's a fascinating interview with him. And then there's Dr. Joy Pugh, who's going to be giving us more information on the Beast, the Neuralink, and the Beast, okay, and other information on this New World Order. And these are just some of the speakers. There's more we're adding. So, guys, this thing is huge. This is going to be incredible. This webinar is just off the chain. Stan Deyo, Agent X, I've already interviewed them. I still got to interview the others. It's off the chain what's about to take place in this webinar. So get your tickets now. Go right now to paulbegleyprophecy.com. Go to my website right now, www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. You're going to be blown away by the graphic. Just the graphic. Can I show that? Should I show that? Just go there and see it. Go to paulbegleyprophecy.com. The page will open and you'll see the Beast coming, okay? Literally moving. But the webinar will blow your mind. Guys, we're living in the last days. Give your life to Jesus Christ before it is too late, because we are running out of time. I'll be right back with some more information right after the song. I remember the night I first gave my life to Jesus. I was lost and all alone and so undone. There were pieces of me here, pieces of me there, and I was so broken. Then I asked Jesus, can you put me back together again? And I know where I was then. I know where I am now. Oh, I got some haters in the chat room. And you saved me and turned my life around. And I know where I was then, Lord, and I know where I am now. You know, this walk in life, it's full of many decisions. And we live with each and every one we make. But the best decision I ever made was when I asked the Lord, can you come and heal this broken man that I am? And I know where I was then. I know where I am now. He came to me, and you saved me, and turned my life around. And I know where I was then, Lord, and I know where to me, and you saved me. You turned my life around, and I know where I was then, Lord, and I know where I am now. I know where I was then, Lord, and I know where I am now. The haters are out. And that's going to be happening more and more, guys, as the tension with this Minneapolis situation develops. And as I said earlier, the part of the reason that ICE is there in Minneapolis is not only because of the illegals that are there and the violent illegals, the criminal illegals. It's a sanctuary city. It's a haven, but it's become a serious haven for the sleeper cells, the radical Islamist sleeper cells, Iranian sleeper cells, Somalian sleeper cells from different countries within the Middle East. And so ICE is not just there to hunt down all the bad guys who are committing lawless crimes, killing, murdering, raping, sodomy, and all of the horrific things they're doing. but it's also the sleeper cells. They're getting scooped up in the process as well. And the agitators, the protesters and agitators who are really committing crimes against the ICE agents are complicit in this. And I just saw an interview this morning on Fox with this mayor of Minneapolis. You talk about an airhead. You talk about this dude's clueless. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying the guy really isn't. This guy's not the sharpest tool in the shed. He's just not. So, and I'm trying to figure out. And Tim Walz is definitely not the sharpest tool in the shed. He calls himself knucklehead. I mean, but really, they're useful idiots that are being used by the left to help the left push this corrupt agenda to destroy America and to help try to bring about a new world order. So I'm just telling the facts. I'm just being honest with you. So I threw that in for free after the song. That's why you always want to hang in here till after the song, because that's when I like to throw in the free stuff. All right, guys, be sure you get your ticket for the webinar, The Beast Cometh. Be sure you get it. I'm still waiting on my coffee cup from Seattle to come back. I'm drinking out of this one, which is a very nice cup that was given to me. But I really want to drink out of the Paul Begley Prophecy coffee mug. It has that beautiful cross on it with the coffee cup. And I really want, really want to, because that cross, that's beautiful, okay? Revival's coming. February 11th, 12th, 13th, on online revival. We're still setting up the system for that. We'll tell you more as we get closer. It's the Salvation Station, and we're going to have multiple people around the world with their own little Bible studies or little home groups who will be also part of the Salvation Station. We'll be bringing them on live with us. Mike Around the World is going to be with me for 3 straight nights. We're going to be doing this live on YouTube. And so we definitely want you to be a part of that. We'll tell you more about that. God bless all of you guys. This webinar is going to be incredible. This webinar is incredible. It is going to be absolutely a must watch and save. Okay. So you want to get a ticket for it. To simply go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. We're only 9 days away, guys. I want to get you in. I want to get you on the system. I want to get your link ready so that at 6 o'clock on Friday night, January 23rd, when we push the button, I want your link to show up at you. You'll have it right then to start watching this. This is going to be a binge watch, no doubt about that. When you get into this, you're going to be like, whoa, get a tablet, get a piece of paper, get an ink pen, get ready, because it's going to be incredible. Get your tickets now. Get your tickets now. We're just 9 days away from The Beast Cometh. I'll be back with more right here on the Coming Apocalypse.